Napoleon Hill reveals, today God unlocks the key to your abundance. Today, I'm going to tell you something that might shock you. God isn't concerned about your lack of money, but He is deeply concerned about your lack of vision for yourself. Does that sound contradictory? It is. You might think the door to prosperity is opened with currency or connections, but it only opens with something you carry inside you, something you may not even know you have. I am Napoleon Hill, and this morning, I am going to walk with you to show how God has already opened that door, and is just waiting for you to walk through it. I learned that before any material success, there's a quiet, almost invisible, but deeply transformative awakening. It's the moment you decide to stop living in reaction to circumstances and start creating your own reality. I remember as if it were today, sitting in front of a man whose eyes carried the weight of debt, late bills, and uncertainty about tomorrow. He said to me, "Napoleon, I don't see a way out. Every day feels the same." I looked him in the eyes and said, "As long as you keep asking how you're going to pay the bills, you'll stay trapped in the problem. Start asking how you can create value, how you can serve, how you can turn what you know into something that produces fruit." At first, he laughed, as if the idea were impossible. But weeks later, he started changing the questions he asked himself at dawn. No longer, "How will I survive?" but "What can I do today to prosper?" This simple shift in questions began to shape new answers in his mind. In 3 years, that man owned one of the most productive factories in the region. He didn't inherit a fortune, nor did he win the lottery. He simply understood that the most fertile ground he possessed was between his own ears. And what about you? How many times do you wake up and, before you even get out of bed, find yourself mentally replaying the same problems, the same worries, like a broken record? That's like planting a seed and watering it every day with dry sand. Nothing will grow. Science today confirms what I taught decades ago: people who clearly write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. This isn't magic, it's focus. Your mind starts working in your favor when it knows exactly where it's going. Maybe you're afraid to write down what you want because you fear you might not succeed. Maybe you think, "What if I fail?" But what if you don't try? How many years will you waste living the same script, waiting for something to change on its own? This is where most people fail, not from a lack of opportunity, but from a lack of vision. If you can't see yourself living in prosperity, you'll never make the decisions that lead you there. Imagine for a moment waking up tomorrow with absolute clarity about where you want to go.